We apologize to all of our fans for any inconvenience, but due to some technical difficulties, a portion of the beginning of this episode is not available. But we still have a great show for you as special guest, Lashon the Voicestress. The show begins soon. Enjoy!
I seen a post that said, for $100,000, would you have a baby for somebody, but you would still have to take care of the baby?
What was the question?
I would.
For
I want a baby.
$100,000. Because usually when people make that type of agreement, it's like
It's
a closed parent, a closed parenting type of situation. But if somebody came to you like, oh, I like you, you cute, I like your hair, your eyes, your everything, like you smart, you intelligent, I give you $100,000 just to have my baby.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But y'all don't have no type of relationship with each other.
I would. Yep, for sure.
But like,
That might be better.
Is this 100,000 ongoing?
It's a one. No, you're gonna have to flip it. 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 You can do it. You can do it. You can make 100,000 into $1 million.
You don't know my baby daddy. Fuck you.
No, but well,
Fuck that. No.
sir.
I'm not doing that shit for free, let alone for some money. Fuck that.
No, anybody that making that kind of proposition, they got some status. Like, trust and believe.
They gonna have to have some status. I ain't having no more. I'm just
I don't remember
right
that
there.
movie.
My baby right there. Yeah, I can't see him right now, but my baby Legacy say, "Hey, Big Daddy." Say, "Hey."
That's your baby?
Okay. My sister had him for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I said I wasn't having no more, and she just, she just had one of the moments one day. But she had him for me.
Oh.
And that's my big man.
And
I got all girls. I had 5 girls.
Oh, wow.
And not one boy. And she finally, when she had him, I said, "Oh, that's
it, huh?
That's it. He came out my womb.
I know that's right.
Like literally, he acts just like
This
me.
nigga on the phone like, FaceTime me.
Yeah,
Bitch, I'm in labor.
right now.
I'm not looking at the face.
Speaking of
Go live. No.
funny story. Her and Q have came a long way.
Yeah.
And it used to be a joke.
Y'all didn't get along?
Hell
It used to be a joke back in the day. Like, if you ever get pregnant, that baby gonna act just like Q. His due date was so close to Q's birthday.
Nah.
Like, we was in the strip club for Q's birthday, and her water broke on his birthday.
Damn.
She had him the next day.
Damn.
But the point her water broke, and she called me and Q was so excited.
They was in the strip club.
I
don't know which stripper that was. Whatever
No, she got a bag that night.
She got blessed because of my son.
Yes,
Damn.
yes. I know we was at the Flame and you had a little Nipsey Hussle tattoo on your booty. I didn't know how I felt about having Nipsey Hussle tattooed on your booty, but that's another story for another day.
Right.
But yeah, she got blessed that day. But that's me and Lexi, me and Q baby.
Listen.
Yeah,
I
for
was not
sure.
supposed to get pregnant.
So you don't have kids.
I don't have children. No.
So are you still wanting someone?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I got another 45, 50 up in me, so
And
I'm
do-
good.
And do it.
Huh? Hey, we can take the.
You wanna practice?
We can take the head start.
Preschool coming up. I mean, kindergarten.
So has it
I'll take
been
them all.
a choice not to have kids
No, it
throughout
actually-
the years?
No, it wasn't. I've been dealing with fertility issues since I was 15 years old. I had one of my ovaries removed, and then I've constantly been battling fibroids on and off. But you know what? Honestly, though, I'm gonna tell you like this: fibroids, guys. Like if y'all dealing with a woman that got fibroids, work with her. That's what I'm gonna say. Work with her. Fibroids is like, okay. So here's the thing: men, when they're in extremely
Let's get to schooling.
when men are in extremely stressful situations, they usually get ulcers, which is like a hole in the lining of your stomach, and it causes a lot of problems. It's caused by stress, and it could also be caused from taking a lot of ibuprofens and stuff like that for headaches and stress medicine and stuff like that. Women tend to get fibroids, which is not a hole, but it's a growth. And it's like, it could be malignant. In very rare cases, they could be malignant, but they're mostly just very inconvenient growths.
So they're not the same as stones or
no stones, because stones are calcification. That's what you don't fucking want.
Okay,
that's what you don't want. Now fibroids, you don't want those either, because they can actually get so big that they get their own blood supply.
Ooh, right.
Yeah, and then they can, but they can be shrunk, but it's like a whole lifestyle change when you're trying to shrink them. And so I have been dealing with that. I've had 3 surgeries for fibroids. And so basically what it has done, it didn't debilitate me from having children, because I also believe that my ex-husband, which I am a divorcee, my ex-husband, I believe he had fertility problems too. So when I went and got my fertility problems fixed, he didn't think that he had a problem, so it still slowed down the process. Like somebody was not was working properly. So we still never had any, which is kind of like, now that we're divorced, thank God we didn't, because it would be like a whole nother situation. And like me, when it comes to exes, I am not one to backtrack. Like, you're fucking dead to me. Like, I don't go. If I have to be cordial to you and conduct business,
you know how the universe just be speaking.
You're fucking. I feel like a widow. I feel like a widow.
I feel like a widow, baby.
Like, you're fucking dead to me, my nigga. Like, we do not communicate. And the crazy thing about it is, it really wasn't a bad split. It was pretty amicable, save a few details that I don't really want to discuss on camera. It was pretty amicable for the most part, because we just kind of agreed that we were no longer compatible, and we grew into being 2 different people than we were where we started. So I'll just leave that at that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. So like, how long were you married?
Hold your breath.
Look, if you feel comfortable talking about it.
Hold your breath. I'm about to tell you, hold your breath. 17 years.
Damn.
Yes. 17 years of my life.
How was that? Like, for you to walk away, like, how did you do it?
All right, so y'all remember when Gerard was talking about...
Right, you gotta get it together.
Gotta get it right, my nigga.
Shout out to the cousin, Gerard.
He gonna cut this out.
Gerard. It's Jared.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch the video again. I love you,
because he corrected
but I'm fucked
up.
Like, I'm gonna tell the truth.
Shout out to cousin Jay.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
So look, so what he was saying, I was cheering him on, because I didn't like, okay, how our lives were being set up and how we were drifting apart. It was taking me away from pursuing what I really wanted to do, or what I really wanted to try. And he was like, don't fucking wake up and you fucking in a nursing home, or you 90 years old and you didn't even take the risks to do what you wanted to do. So the risks that I wanted to take, even though I wanted to kind of bring him along into that realm, which is probably bad on me, because we're not supposed to lead the men, quote unquote. It's a patriarchal type shit, but that's being flipped on his head as we speak. So, I'm neither here nor there when it comes to that. But what I'm saying is, I didn't want to be 85 years old and wake up and say, damn, why didn't I at least try?
To do something.
Why didn't I at least try in media? Why didn't I at least try to be, like whatever, a reporter or whatever, carve in my own lane? Why didn't I try to be a voice actress? Why didn't I try to do the things that I really wanted to do because of a relationship? And so...
And you feel like your marriage kind of slowed?
Oh, it did. Because even when I tried to... He knew that I wasn't going to stop. Because the thing about it, what it was, when I was starting out, okay, let me back this up a little bit. I worked for the airport for 6 years. When I first came down here, I got the job, hired on the spot. If that job would have still been available now, I probably would have retired from there from now, because that's how much I love working for the airport.
And we need a lot of y'all to have the same attitude and love working for the airport.
Next time you're smart with me when I'm going to Puerto Rico, I don't give a fuck about no airport security.
We like to tussle, but we sorry.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning and you got a fucking attitude,
bitch. In the
I'm sleeping too, motherfucker.
But
shit.
By me
This was
being
the cheapest flight.
By me being able to work every position at the airport. I work baggage, I work ramp, work customer service, reservation, all of that. I see both sides. I see, as an airport agent, I see the fatigue, getting cussed out, swung on, blamed for stuff that's going on below the plane that you have no control over. I'm sorry there's a maintenance issue. Motherfucker, do you want to fly on a broken plane or do you want to fucking live, my nigga? Like,
we were like, God damn, it's taking a long time. We don't need no fucking oxygen. Let's go.
Let's go.
Flight was delayed 5 hours now.
Like, you don't have to fucking pick your battle. So I see it from a customer standpoint, especially if the agent is giving you attitude and everybody's fucking stressed. Because honestly, I do weigh it more on the agent because they know that they can't control it. So don't take it out on the customer that doesn't understand what's going on below the wing.
Exactly.
You know what's going on. You know it's out of your control. You understand that you cannot take this shit personal. Exactly. But I also see it from the other, I see it from both sides because, like I said, I work baggage claim. I done got cussed out because the motherfucker in San Antonio didn't load your bag. I didn't have shit to do with that motherfucker, but you want to take the shit out on me. I'm the receiver just like you. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, let's figure this shit out together. Let's work together. Like, I'm not your enemy here, my nigga. So I worked out both sides. So I get it. I get what y'all saying. But so I worked for the airport for 6 years. They gave, because of the way we lost our contract, they gave us a retention bonus. I took that retention bonus, $3,000, and I built a retail store from bottom up. It was a baby store. It was a cloth diaper store. Nobody was doing it. Nobody really understood it. So half of the money that I took to build the store had to go on educating the public about cloth diapers because what a lot of people didn't understand. Instead of buying thousands of Pampers every year, throwing them in a landfill and all these other environmental impacts are going on, if you invest in cloth diapers and really learn how to navigate them, you can use the same cloth diapers for like 3 children.
But you know what? This generation lazy.
I know, right. And that was my uphill climb. That was my uphill climb.
They'd rather
spend the money.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
So what you wash it?
Now I tried. Okay, that was a part of it too. No, I tried to. I wanted to.
I didn't even say it like that. That sounded probably real
No.
But
that's realistic. And I tried to provide that service, but the textile industry got that shit cornered where you can't really get in that industry because they have so much rigorous regulatory compliance to the point where I would be competing with laundromats. And so they didn't so I would be competing with local hospitals who have contracts with Loves and Pampers and all that motherfuckers. Right. So it's a conflict of their interest. Right. So I was trying to come in the industry and do the cloth diaper washing business. And when I started looking at all those laws and regulations, I was like, I just kind of felt defeated. So I did try to sell them and wash them, but because I couldn't do that, I had to sell them and educate people on how to wash them. Because sometimes when your children's bodies are out of pH balance, their piss starts smelling like ammonia when you wash those diapers over time. Jesus. And that was like one of the biggest problems, and people would get so frustrated with that part of the process that they would give up on the cloth diapers. But it was an amazing adventure, the fact that I manifested something from just studying it, and I resurrected a full retail store that probably, if it was set in the right time, it probably could have,
launched
absolutely. Right. So he saw that I was like burning in that entrepreneur spirit. But he never wanted to kind of like really dig into helping for whatever reasons, work, whatever. But I was working 2 jobs when I was doing it. So I'm like, if you help me with this and work your job, we can both maybe get to the other side of money. Like we would have a whole retail chain, right? Or multiple possibilities would come out of it. And he just would never buy into it. He was a 9-to-5er. That's all he was. And that's all he wanted to be. And that was his choice. But at the same token, as we were growing in this marriage, I was making my choices because I did want to be an entrepreneur. I did want to, do interviews and all this stuff. So we just kind of grew apart. Right. Yeah. Was that the point of that story? I can't even.
No, yeah. So as far as the main reason why you held, which is the form of a question, even though it sounds like a statement, but is the main reason why you held back? Were you trying to follow his lead, or like, what is the aspect of marriage to you? Like, is it or should I? Were you submissive in your marriage, or were y'all equal parts, or?
I wasn't, and I regret that part. Like, I learned about it towards the end of the marriage, and not towards the latter times of the marriage, and tried to learn about all that type of stuff. But, man, it's just like I started catching on to this entrepreneurial spirit, and I couldn't be tamed. So I understood that we were kind of falling apart too. You know, that was just the reality of it all. But as far as marriage can be whatever you want it to be. There's some people that are happily married in polygamous relationships. There's some people that are happily married in monogamous relationships. So I don't think you can really define what
Do you
marriage
think monogamy
should be.
is really possible though?
I think that in our DNA, like if you really read the Bible, most of the patriarchs of the Bible didn't just have one wife. Like
because despite what you say, I was born and raised, saved and covered by the blood, but I've probably cheated my whole life. Like I've never, and I'm not even gonna say cheated. I'm just like I've never felt really genuinely constricted to one person until I got an adult. You know, or maybe I just had to mature a lot more, but I've never, and I admit it, I've never been one to just even want to just, not even just sexually, just in general, like be with one person. One person gets boring to me.
And you probably have a lot of DNA that come from matriarchal rule.
AKA hoes.
Do you? I mean, but does somebody's sexuality really make them a hoe though? Does somebody's sexuality?
What makes you a hoe? Yeah, put that in the comment. I want to know really people's opinion.
Yeah,
what makes you a hoe?
Because there's some people that excessively flirt that could be classified as kind of like hoes, but they don't never like go all the way. There's some people that
just go all the way.
Date online and excessively date online, and they get different fantasies from their inbox from these people, but just because they're not actually having physical sex, but they're doing these social activities with several people. Ain't that still a hoe? Because if you're a religious person and you believe in the holy texts, then you believe that, then you know that in the New Testament it teaches that the sin is basically the thought of it. So if you don't,
I could believe that because I'm a church kid and I ain't gonna hold you. I thought about sex my whole life, and I was like, damn.
Why do you think that is?
Like I'm telling you, I've thought about, and not saying that I started early. You get what I'm saying, but yeah, you would think we would be so. I think people who raised in that arena, on the outside looking in, you think it's nah. I think we go through it first. Every living situation, from homosexuality to like real family issues, right, from molestation to everything.
Right.
That sector of people goes even down to real and fake. Mm-hmm. That sector of people goes through it first. Like it's a series called Greenleaf. I love it, but I hate it at the same time because number one, I feel like damn, you exposed where we come from. But when I get to the real and fake part, I get like, damn, how do you folk play church so good?
Excuse me.
So it's just like, if I'm seeing you play church this good, like my whole life I've been in church with y'all playing.
Right.
So, you good.
Okay. Right. And so I don't know how we end up getting on religion, but with
Right.
but I guess these are not pierced.
I love them.
Yeah, I do too.
I love
yeah.
I'm sorry. Why you do that on camera? No, I'm not talking about you, but I'm saying why the piercing want to act?
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But it's okay. Like I sell these. No, I sell these for teenagers and adults who don't want to go through the piercing.
My daughter.
Yeah.
My daughter wears the hell out of them. That's why I said I love them. Angel. Shout out to my yellow thing. Angel. Yeah, she loves those. My 16-year-old just got her nose pierced. Like, oh, your daughter got her. Did you see your daughter?
No.
She showed
They
you.
blocked me.
Oh,
Every
no.
time Nevaeh started that bullshit.
We got
I love you
second
dearly.
pages.
Nah, fuck all that. I went on Instagram one day. I must have just so happened to be scrolling. I'm not doing shit. I'm minding my own business. I must have happened to screenshot. Bitch, you know this motherfucker got her belly button pierced? She was like, yeah, I was with her. I FaceTimed her so quick, like.
Right. Yep. And then at the same time, like, when did you get your nose pierced? Oh, I was with my Titi Tori. What? And where was I at? Because y'all just would have got pierced without me. But my 12-year-old, I love the fact that she expresses herself that way, because I feel like if you don't take nothing from me, and I know she get it from me, you know, I might not be the perfect person. And you know how you, well, not you yet, but you get how you have them kids, like, even if you have multiple kids, it'd be that one. Like, you know how one of your brothers and sisters might have been that one. See, right. she that one.
Right.
And little things like that, I'm appreciative. Like, if you don't follow nothing else, even if you take my tattoos and piercings, I know you take something from me. Mm-hmm. So give her your Instagram. Moral of the story, pass along your Instagram. She shops.
Okay, yeah, it's
she shops.
Nosy Rosie 111, and yeah, non-pierced. So
She's a great customer.
That's why I can, you know, but it's just newly getting established. I've been doing mostly in-person pop-up shops. I haven't really got anything online yet, but if you see me with something, I can pretty much get it again. Okay. But it's Nosy Rosie 111. Or
Nosy Rosie.
Yeah, 111 or it might be 4 ones. One of them.
But we gonna figure it out. Y'all gonna see it in the caption. Hit up Nosy Roses, period. Cause she do got the nose drip. Yeah. But yes, what else we was on? Since one thing I did want to talk about. Do you watch Keepin?
I've never seen it. Okay, so it's funny how I found my way into the production world, because I do actually produce a couple of upcoming TV shows and reality shows. I found my way into that world kind of recently, but I have never seen P-Valley. I have never seen Empire. I have never seen Power. I have never seen.
Where your black card? Where your black card?
It's because my life has not given me the luxury of time to binge watch. Stuff like that, and I'm really okay. Don't get me wrong. I love to see black people in power situations, and I caught bits and pieces of Power before, and I was like, okay, I can see how, you know, people. I can see why people like this. But because of how I grew up in my world, it's something about the way that media these days, and it's kind of very, very few productions where it really paints us in a way that truly represents all of our extremes, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's just mostly what's being showcased in media is mostly the ugly with a little bit of good. Mm-hmm. So I attach myself more to anime and cartoon, which is make-believe and involves a lot of colors and stuff like that, more than I do somebody trying to portray me in real life, when media that's controlled by who it's controlled by is only going to allow us to be portrayed good up until a certain point. I could never get with that. can never get with that. And I don't think that they really mean to be like that. I just think that when you're going through a medium that's controlled by a certain sector of people, whether it be ethnical or financial, you're only gonna, like, if black people and our labor and our free labor has always been a nation's gross domestic product, why would they allow the biggest thing that could influence us to break free of that? Why would they allow that to be a tool that would enhance us from breaking free versus a tool that would keep us encapsulated in what they need to siphon from us in order to sustain their comfort? That's all it is. That's all being rich is.
Yeah.
It's a certain level of comfort.
I don't want to be famous. I want to be wealthy.
I want to be wealthy.
I want to be wealthy. I always say I don't want to be rich. I feel like I'm rich now. I'm rich in spirit. I'm rich in a lot of things in my life that's not just monetarily. But I definitely want to get to the wealthy.
To where you just don't have to worry about shit and you can do what the fuck. You don't have to be filthy rich to have that. You just want to be able to do what the fuck you want to do when you want to do it and not worry about bills. Yeah. And look out for people, you know, or whatever, and just sustain and be, that's wealthy. Yeah. It's wealth and health to where you're sustained. You don't have to be fucking, you don't have to be a billionaire. Like, you know, I mean, it's okay to strive for that if that's what you really want. But there's always going to be two problems in the world. As long as we are dealing with the type of economics that we're dealing with. You're either going to have problems that involve having too little of money, or you're either going to have problems that involve having too much money. And the problem that you have when you're on that side, money can't solve those problems. And that's a fucked up position to be in.
But I'd rather have too much than too little, whether you can solve it or not. I'd rather have.
There are some luxuries that come along with that, but if you look at the suicide statistics, they're still the same. More wealthy and comfort, those are the median incomes. Usually, people who are more well off have the higher suicide rate, especially among white people. That's
too. Another reason why I asked. Did you watch P-Valley? Long story short, the latest episode had a lot to do with mental health.
Okay.
Mental health issues, and one character had ended up committing suicide on, on the episode. And not recently, but not so long ago, The Game did an interview speaking about mental health, and the suicide rates. And he had said most people that commit suicide, you would think that they will be weak on the outside looking in. Like, you would think that, that was a weak ass move, but naturally, if you think about it, them people is probably some of the strongest people because of the resolve that it takes to go through with that shit. To go through with that.
That is my theory. That is my theory. I have never, ever since I was a child, looked down on somebody that killed himself. Because I always thought, it takes a lot of motherfucking guts to do some shit like that.
Like, you can talk that shit all motherfucking day, but it take not saying that.
Resilient. Like, you gotta really be, for right or wrong, you believe in what you believe in, right or wrong.
And mental health awareness is real, y'all. Mm-hmm. Is real. It's especially amongst our people, and we don't talk about it enough.
Right.
And you have to have a support system, and you have to not be afraid to speak up about it. Like, it's been times that this girl right here is my confidence.
It's good to have that.
I'm talking about, you need at least, you ain't got to have a whole bunch of friends, but you need at least one confidant that's not going to judge you, that's not going to, it's been times we done called each other. We can have people beside us. It blew at life, and only each other got us through.
Right.
But if we didn't have each other like that, it's been times I know for a fact if she ain't had me, she would have blew.
Right.
Vice versa. Like, not even having the closest of close. I know I got her.
Right.
So you always have to have a confidant when you're dealing with shit like that. Depression is real. It's like, you don't have to be afraid to.
And it's people that literally will walk past you every day and smile in your face. And the whole time they go at home like literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, razor, knife, whatever they using, it's just, they trying it every single day. So it's like you really never really know what people are really battling.
Right.
Yeah.
But also with that being said, I feel like with everybody knowing that mental health is aware, like, you know, it's real, we gotta check on each other.
Right.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
it's a lot of people. Prime example, I went to high school with. They dropping like flies, and it's like, damn, I'm not that old. I'm only 26.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we ain't even like reached the top of the top of, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really ain't traveled the way that
They
we're
say your
supposed
brain
to.
don't even develop until you're about 25, 26 years old.
Yeah.
Right. I could see that, because I could see, like, within myself, I noticed a lot of things more like, all right, bitch, you tripping.
Right.
Sit your ass down now. Sit your ass down now. But yeah, mental health is real.
It really is. Yeah.
For sure.
Can't be afraid to talk to somebody about it though. Seriously. But on a lighter note, shout out to my boy Q. Shout out to the We Good podcast.
We good.
This is the Keeping It 100 talk show.
Period.
You already know, like, share, comment. Shout out to the Goody Mob. See, we gotta find something for our shit. See, we good. They got the Goody Mob and stuff.
We gotta think of
We
something.
need, right? Like, we need something. We gonna come with our squad, cause
Ladies,
the Goody Mob is
in
up.
the comments.
Yes, the Goody Mob is up right now,
Let's hear it.
and we need to put us up in there. Like,
So is that what? Is that a gender thing?
Not really. It's just like.
So when you say the
That's-
Goody Mob, I'm thinking CeeLo
that's like-
Green and all
No,
that.
see,
Okay.
the Goody Mob to us, the hashtag is the We Good fan base.
Gotcha.
Hashtag the
Okay.
Goody Mob.
Okay.
So we trying to get us a little fan base name, you know, to get it together. But another reason why, back to the subject, my bad. Another reason why I asked you about P Valley, it was it's a particular married couple. They've been married a very long time. But it's like, this is one reason why I've been scared of marriage. You get comfortable and you settle, even in your unhappiness.
Yep.
So why don't you just leave?
That's why I tell y'all, 17 years I had to let it go because I couldn't.
Like, but not trying to put you out there. Out of the 17, when did you feel you started settling? Like, you might didn't leave yet, but
In 2010 is where I started feeling like I made, like 10 years in, about 9-10 years in is when I started feeling like, damn, this ain't.
So did y'all attempt to? Did you even attempt?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it just, sometimes you grow apart. Would you want to get married again?
Oh
Or-
yeah, I'm definitely getting married again.
So you down for marriage? Marriage life
I'm
is
doing
that's
it all
beautiful.
over again. Yep.
That's
Yeah, and I want to have a child. So yeah.
That's what's up. And it's not too late, because all of the grades, that's what still get, like, I know my sister had my boy, I say, maybe one day, I'm like, I want to try for one more boy, maybe one day, maybe it's far-fetched, like, ooh, there's somewhere, like, ooh, but, maybe one day. And my whole thing was, I'm getting older, I'm 36, I'm almost 40, but hell, all the greats done had they shit 40, 43, 45, right. And that's like, it seems like that is the prime of giving birth. right now.
I
like,
think they got us mentally messed up to where we think it's younger, but it's not really younger. It's like
it's safer and it's healthier
Right.
as you get older. Seriously, my mama told me that, and she a nurse. You know, Patricia. You know,
My mom's name is Patricia.
Really?
Yes.
Them Patricias, boy. Them Patricias.
Find out about your daddy,
You
boy.
ain't never said
Let me find out. But nah.
At the same damn.
So what else you be having going on in the city? What else you be having going other than voiceovers?
Well, you know, I do the Late Night Hype show. That
Okay.
was formerly CEPTV Late Night Hype, translated into the Late Night Hype. We'll be starting up some episodes between August and September. Hopefully August will get started again, but it's been on hiatus because of the gas prices.
Ooh, when I say, baby, these gas prices be pricing.
I put $40 in my tank today, and it only went to half.
Look,
My feelings was hurt. Because I
had
really
to-
went in the gas station like,
I be trying to Google all
I'm
the
gonna
gas rules.
I'm gonna fill it up, okay?
Go early in the morning when the ground is cold
No, bitch.
outside. Don't pump it. Don't pull your pump all the way to the third notch, and my gas still be evaporating. Like y'all really, and I get 93.
I be feeling like
I pay like $6 for that shit. Like
I'm
Yeah.
supposed to, but I don't.
I be wanting to try it like that, but I'm like,
If you in a foreign, no. You in a
Yeah, I
foreign?
have a Range Rover.
Okay, yeah, then no.
Yeah, I
Don't
can't
do that.
even tell you.
Mine is not a foreign. Mine is Ford. So.
Oh, girl, you can drop down to 87.
Yeah, exactly,
But you talking about,
exactly.
like, you ain't even gotta play with the 93, like, unless you just want to make her feel special that day.
okay.
But yes. But yeah, these gas prices is too much, man. It just make me want to stay. And the heat. And are you originally from here?
I'm from Ohio.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
My bad. You know it's the drink. Good drink. Be nice.
She said
But,
she from Dayton.
Daytime.
Yeah, Dayton, Ohio, yeah.
We used to go to Cleveland on the holidays, and when I say snow used to be Ohio, see, that's up north for me. I don't think I've been to the Virginias and Ohio. I've never been to New York or really anything for Ohio. Was it for me. Like, that was our Thanksgivings, that was our Christmases, that was our summer drop off. Now the summers wasn't that bad. It's terrible down here, but the winters in Ohio,
You gotta have it in you.
ooh, girl. I used to tell my mama I don't want to go back Thanksgiving and it'll already be cold around November.
Right.
Like down here, you know, it might not start to the middle of January or something. No. By Thanksgiving they have snow to your ankles. That shit, girl, when I say that shit,
Facts.
that's one of the things that has scarred me for life. So shout out to Cleveland Heights.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yes. My mama went to JFK. You see what I'm saying? On the map. But yeah, Ohio was one of them states that I never went back in the wintertime.
Yep.
And but all my Ohio families say that about Atlanta. Like we will not go down there in the summertime,
Right.
not even in the spring.
Right.
They won't come down here because it's too humid.
Yep.
It's too humid. How long you been out here?
17 years. 18 years.
So out of all this time, have you got used to the weather?
Acclimated? Yeah, I have. Probably at about my 7th year, I got fully acclimated because I was working at the airport, and they used to get so cold at 60, 50 degrees, and I'm like,
That's me. I'm the shivering one.
I'm like,
everybody
it's
be looking-
freezing in
Yeah,
here.
can I get a warm blanket? Like,
I'm that employee who call out because it's too cold.
girl.
I'm not coming.
I
Why?
eventually
It's
got
cold.
used to it.
That's me. I can be behind the bar. I'm not working. I'm cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How often do you go back home?
I used to go once a year. I now go like maybe once every 1.5 years. I've slowed down a lot because I'm like, y'all can come down here and see me too now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And that be the problem with people. Like, people get so comfortable with you always coming to them
right.
that they forget that they could come to you too.
Mhm.
So when I stop showing up, shut the fuck up.
Man, when I say I did a test last year, we in 22, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did a test in 21, but planned it in 20. I said all 21. support whatever, even if it's simple on birthdays. Everybody that I know that I genuinely fuck with, like even I've had random people that I know, like even like Instagram friends, like I don't know you, but we Instagram cousins, like literally like going through some shit, like. But I took all 21 support motherfuckers that I know. Went through this year. I planned an event. You see what I'm saying? Had my birthday. Just put myself out there and to see who was just going to reciprocate that energy. And other than my closest of close, out of all the people that I supported in 21, how many people do you think, real shit, how many people do you think even attempted to support me this year?
Probably less than 5%.
0.
Oh.
And I'm not talking about my fam. I'm talking about just people I used to work with. Just, you get what I'm saying? Like, even for example, I got a coworker. Her birthday just passed. Boom. I'm a birthday person. I'm a birthday person. Like, no matter who you are, if you're around me, I could just meet you. Like, the celebration of life to me is very important. So, celebrated a birthday, you know, woo. And as she's going through, you know, the highlights of her birthday and woo. I didn't get not one motherfucking mention on nothing. But I'm like, where's the energy? So that really taught me that, yeah, sometimes you just gotta be selfish. And sometimes you just gotta be about mother effing you.
But people wonder why, like, everybody will go to my sister and say, your sister's on me, your sister's on me. I mean, because truthfully, y'all don't give a fuck about me for real. You just really give a fuck about what I can do for you in this moment. And I'm not the type of person, like, if I say I fuck with you through whatever. You say, you call me one day and say, Cash, I'm finna go be the next SpongeBob. I'm be like, go be the next SpongeBob then, bitch. Fuck you talking about? Shit. I'm there for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm that supportive friend. But if I say, I'm about to start a business making toenails. And you be like,
what the fuck?
Bitch, what the fuck? You're not gonna
I'm
be ready to fight. I supported you being SpongeBob. So why you can't support me being make? You feel me? Like, that's just real.
I'll be like, since we
my sister gonna let me do whatever, every dumbass idea, and then the next day she gonna be like, nah, bitch, that was stupid. She gonna hype me though in that moment. I'm just saying, hype me. That's it.
That just showed me some genuine love and support. Then after a few drinks, we'll come back and be like, what, bitch, toenails.
You feel me? Like, really, toenails? Like, we can't do fingernails. We can do the acrylics, bitch. I'll buy you the whole kit, bitch. What's up? Like, she's that friend. But it's like the next day after we done drunk some shit.
But you might put something out there though, because while they already getting acrylics on their nails,
I know. I should have shut the fuck up. That's me drinking this crown.
While we already
I'm
got
about to
press
put
on.
that shit.
Hell, get the press on big toe,
girl,
and you can just file it the shape to your feet.
All you gotta
shape
do
to
is
your
put
toe.
one of these.
I love you. Feel
you can do that in the club.
You can put the design toe on.
You know, niggas be stepping on your shit. Bitch, fix your shit in the bathroom real quick. The bathroom girl gonna let you use her
that Ultra Bond glue.
Shout out to Aisha, baby. I love you.
Shout out to Empress, y'all. Yeah. Already. Like,
no, but for real. I'm being serious. Like, don't do that. That's not okay.
But
just support me. But people don't. People so worried about. Oh well, if I support you, you might possibly make more money
or pass me.
You might worry step about on. Shit. Like you focused on the wrong. Don't worry about what I got going on. Cause At the end of the day, if I fuck with you, I'm gonna put everybody on who's around
for
me.
sure.
Like that's literally from goddamn. Okay.
All right, ATL school.
Go ahead. You're not speeding before
He going slow as hell.
You going 35.
You might as well cut that off. Fly from the
They
skybox.
finna die.
Whoever you
Shit.
going to, I hope
In
ain't
today's news, the ambulance drives slow as fuck.
Off Lennox and Peachtree. Y'all are crazy. Shit.
No, for real. I'm a real life comedian when I'm drunk. That's why I be quiet, because I be talking too much.
Can't take her nowhere.
Nowhere.
sometimes. See, that's the outspoken one. I might be reserved sometimes. No.
Shut the hell up. No. I'm just the friend. I'm the friend at the club that don't give a damn about getting put out, because I'm gonna tell you how I feel, bitch. What? You look weird, and this is my section. So, funny story. Shout out to my boy Q. I'm gonna say this story every single time. Okay, so boom, we go to this to the function or whatever, right? And we had a section. We all went in on this section, mind you, right? We went to pop our shit.
Yep.
And we did. But anyway, neither here nor there. Anyway, so when we got there, you know, my boy, he be rolling this shit.
Hey, you talking about?
You feel me? So
Somebody was in
our shit.
We picked a specific section just for him.
So when we got there and I walk in, I'm like,
The first?
what y'all doing? They said, oh no, this our section. Oh no. So hold on, Q. Let's get y'all up there, bro.
Hey, you talking about?
Yeah, because
we all should be here.
This our section, so I guess we sharing today. Cause
Or somebody.
or somebody's moving.
Pop a bottle.
Nobody wanted to move. Not a problem. Security. They got.
They
my
seen
section.
it in our eyes.
They said, don't worry about it. They said, come on. I push.
Right.
Come on,
Hey,
Q.
talking about, let's go.
We cute as fuck in the club.
Hey,
I'm
you
pushing
talking
my boy.
about,
Like,
let's get out.
Come on, let's go. And now we in the front. Now I'm standing on the furniture shit now, y'all.
Hey, exactly.
Yeah.
But you
Shout
got
out
to
to
give my boy his flowers, because don't let, like, even when we go to concerts.
We gonna pop our shit.
When we go to concerts, that man, he don't have me look for like handicap tickets. None of that nigga front row tickets. Nigga, put me on the corner, nigga. They gonna fold this motherfucker up, nigga.
Right.
And that's my nigga so back. Q, get on my back. You nigga, we will hop up this motherfucker together. Hey, you talking about? Listen.
We gonna make
That's
sure
my
you see front row,
motherfucking
my
dog.
nigga. And ain't nobody go. Excuse me, can you move? My boy can't see.
Hey, you talking about?
Alright.
Yeah.
But we love our Q. We love our Q for real.
Yeah,
shout out
for
to
sure.
Q. Shout out to We.
But we
Good
say all of
Podcast.
that to say, don't ever think that you thinking that you gonna shit on somebody else or you standing your ground is gonna stop the next person from overcoming where they really supposed to be, because you really don't know what blessings you really blocking.
Yeah.
So yeah, just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
That's all you gotta do. It's just that simple.
Yeah, and be good.
Another thing that's important, I feel like I never thought this statement was true. I forgot the old school statement, but like, you are who you are around.
Right.
Like, that shit. That
You
shit.
are the company you keep.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that shit is true. That shit is true, and you have to see. Now I'm at the point. I only surround myself with like-minded individuals as myself who got some shit going on. Because if you don't, you can fall by the wayside with the rest of the motherfuckers who ain't got shit going on. Because that's the only way I feel like I'm a progress. So you got to keep
I still
yourself
fuck with you, but I gotta separate.
exactly. And most people don't want
No
to
issue.
don't want to separate,
Yeah.
Right.
and that be that dead weight that hold you down.
You gotta know when to shake it out.
You gotta shake it out. Shake
it out.
Yeah, know how we do. Shout out to the grind.
You gotta get the money in and go
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's a great time for that. That particular Mariah album. I need to blast that one right there.
Yeah, you're right.
Good timing for that one, you know.
Or what she said, I remember when you used to be mine. Women.
Oh, I cannot think of that other one. Shout out to Mariah. That's how she do. Yeah. She really do. Did she do it versus?
They've been trying to get her online. But like, who would you really put with Mariah? Them high ass songs. Kiki.
Hell
no.
Deborah. Deborah. Or
who? Deborah Cox vocally?
No, man.
Oh.
Or
I wouldn't do that.
Deborah Cox ain't got no catalog.
Okay, you right. Not for Mariah. I was thinking about vocal range. Hold on, not Deborah. Hold on. Damn. You know what? Yeah, never mind.
We here. Who?
She came out around that era. I don't want to say it's not Tamia.
The only other person that could sing like Mariah like that, she wasn't even in the U.S. It was Georgia Brown or something like that. It's a Spanish lady that could sing like Mariah Carey. She could break glass with her vocals.
I always thought that was some TV stuff.
Mariah Carey actually went in the Guinness World Book of Records because she supposedly did it.
I guess. I always thought that was some TV stuff, but shout out to Mariah. You know.
So she could break glass.
So you got this whole sandwich in your backpack.
No,
It's
I
looking
actually,
delicious.
respectfully, I don't know why my high ass gave me that shit. But like, we was really in the middle of a conversation. I didn't want to be like, so why you do that? I ain't want to put her out there like that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, she passed it to me, and I know her intentions. She meant well. But she knew damn well I wasn't finna eat that shit on camera. That's why I just told her to make it on a split. You feel me? But she passed it to me and made me look like a fat ass. But I ain't say nothing. It was you who called us out. We was good. We was in there. Like, nobody else realized that shit but you.
But, you know, we will not do 2020, but give my audience some lasting words and where to find you. And
so a couple of things I did want to say. Shout out to iWorks TV. Okay. I kind of work with them in the media realm, so make sure you download those apps. We got a lot of good shows coming soon. I sit on the production team on some of these shows that are coming out, including the Drop reality show. Another thing is, if you're interested in voice acting, make sure you follow me on @Lashon's Voice. If you go to the link in my profile, that will take you to my website where I do contract myself out for voice acting and or teach you how to do voice acting. You can go there. What else did I want to say? I can't remember what else I need to say, but that's pretty much it. And Nosy Rosie, if you like the
Nosy Rosie, so you don't have to come through and bring some of that back. Cause okay, I really like it.
Yeah. So before we close out, I just want to kind of give them a little idea, just in case they don't really know. You know, I know you gave us like the Get Up Like Girl, but just like give us some of your best voice acting. Just like a quick example. You know, a quick example.
Oh boy, I feel
like I want literally a complete different person.
Okay.
Yeah, drink your water. Drink your water.
Boom, you said something about the Disney tapes. Mm-hmm. So if you had to go in an audition, what is your go-to Disney?
Like for a Disney? Oh, I don't really have a scene, but I mean, I could just say like a cartoon voice, like. That's okay. It's like
you can call me Flower if you want to. I don't mind.
like I would go to like one of those voices or one of my golly, how you doing today? You know, or something like that. You know, I could change my voice and then I can go into the e-learning or radio shout out voices like that. Those were probably terrible. But you know, just having the
good. Last quick question. You know how like party hosts, do you think they take like voiceover classes, or because I would think that would be very beneficial.
Absolutely.
Because you would have to train your voice. Like it took a lot for old girl to train her voice on that mic before it sounded like comfortable hosting. Like she had to find her voice. So that's, you know, shout out to vocal coaches and, you know, people like you who get us together.
Absolutely, yeah, that's what I'm here for. So I know that was probably a terrible impersonation. I have to like really prepare for those, but I did one on TikTok like the other night, and it's getting some likes. So
And what's your TikTok?
it's Lashon's voice. The same.
Okay. All platforms.
Lashon's voice, or the Voicestress. We'll be getting that copyrighted soon. So.
You know, you can't say it too much, put it in the air, somebody might say
Hey, let's edit down. You know, we're evil eye.
Exactly, the third one. But y'all already know what's going on. It's the Keeping It 100.